from the city of sin, Las Vegas. When I graduated college, actually, I was in Long Beach training for the NFL. And one of my best friends, he's really into music. He's really successful now with it, so shout out to him. Somebody hit him about modeling. He wasn't interested, and he asked me, like, yo, why don't you try it? I was like, whatever. So he hooked me up with somebody. That person hooked me up with Mr. Michael Maddox. Michael Maddox was doing a runway show. He put me in it. We met a few days later, had a nice talk, couple hours, and he set me up with meetings with agencies, and LA Model signed me on the spot. Pretty much it. It's been on from then. Whew. Where do I start? I worked with Levi, Sean, John. We can go down the list. Target, Walmart, Macy's, J.C. Penney's. I mean, what other brands have I done? Hugo Boss. I've done. Nivea. It's a lot. It's a lot for my short time of doing this. So it's putting me on the spot asking. What's been the biggest challenge? Keeping consistent work. So, you get your first job and it's great. But what about the second? What about the third? And so on and so forth. It's if you want to become an entertainer, whether it be singing, dancing, whatever it is you want to do, it's always about the next one. So you get one and that's great, but you still got to live, got to eat, got bills to pay. We're growing here. So it's always been about getting the next one. That's always been the biggest challenge, and it will continue to be because it's an ongoing thing. Somebody young that wants to get into it, what should they be aware of? Whew. Where do I start? To be honest, I'd actually tell them to stay in school. I would honestly tell them, like, finish school, because it's such a fickle business. You're not guaranteed anything in this business. You're not guaranteed to get a job. It doesn't matter how pretty or good you look. If it's not for you, it just won't be for you. So be prepared to not have any work. Be prepared to get told no all the time. Be prepared for criticism. Be prepared for people to tell you that you don't have the right look. Be prepared. So you gotta have thick skin. So get some leather on your skin. But honestly, if anybody young that would want to get into business, I would honestly tell you to finish school. Finish school first, because you need to have something to fall back on. So that would be my thing. The attributes of a top black model, to me in my eyes, is how you carry yourself outside the work. Because there are many beautiful people in the world, plenty of beauty. Everywhere you can walk around anywhere and find somebody beautiful that can be a top model in their work. You can take great photos and all that, but it's how you are outside of the work. How you treat your people that want to bring you back. So you work with a Bruce Weber. Well, if your attitude is negative or whatever, he may or may not bring you back. So for me, it's how you carry yourself out when the shoot is done. When the camera is off. Are you a good person? Are you positive? Or is your personality enough to bring you back for more? Are you diverse? Can you do the sexy? Can you do the high fashion? Can you put a smile on your face? Can you, it's all encompassing. So mainly in front of the camera, yeah, that's kind of easy. With a little practice, everybody can take some kind of good picture. But outside of that, when the camera's off, how are you? Can we have a conversation? Can we converse during the shoot? How was that going? Because some of the best stuff I've seen has just been off of a random conversation, and you just catch a moment, So that would make a top black model for me. Favorite picture. My fave. I'm not a person with a lot of favorites. I have a few that I like, but to say I have a favorite, nah. But I've done one with Mr. Dallas Logan. There is I did a few with Dallas Logan actually that I really like. How do I pinpoint that one? Actually, you know what? The one I did with Dallas Logan, I'm shirtless, and I'm actually I have a white beater on, so I have a white beater on, so I'm pulling it down. I have some drawers on, kind of pulling that down. I have another one with some Calvin Klein underwear. We're on a roof in New York, and you can get the backdrop of New York from the roof. There's some with Rick Day that I like, and it's kind of popular too because they're like been all over the blogs and internet and stuff. One is like my my shirt is halfway torn and I got like water dripping on me or whatever. That's a good one. The future for me, right now I'm transitioning in, more into the commercial world and segueing into the acting world as well. Which is what I've always wanted to do. As soon as I got into modeling, I was like, yeah, modeling is great. I like doing it, but let's try something else. Let's go on to the next challenge. So commercials was the next thing. And then from commercials, let's try acting. So now that's what I'm doing now. And hopefully, I get consistent work with both. What they don't know about me, I used to be an English teacher. So I was teaching high school English, I was coaching, because this all happened at around the same time. When I got into modeling, and I was, doing football at the same time, and football ended up not working out, and I was able to step away from it. But when I moved back home, I needed a job. So I got into teaching, started teaching high school English, I started coaching kids and training kids or whatever. And then, I was doing that for a few years. But the demands of modeling and all that, started, taking more of my time. And I can always go back to the classroom if it never works out. So shout outs, big shout out to this man right here got me started. He kept on me, he groomed me, he made sure that I was always on top of my stuff, man. Mr. Michael Maddox, appreciate you to like none other, man. You definitely helped me out in this business and life in general. Who else? My dad. I gotta shout my dad out. My mom, of course my immediate family, my brothers and my sister and all them, they were always supportive of me. They helped me out of if I needed anything, if I didn't have the dough, gave me some gas money to get to my castings, I appreciate it. My agents, of course, without them getting me to work, where would I be? Everybody that likes my photos or don't like my photos, you got to take the good with the bad. So if you have criticism on my work, well, that's fine, because it's up to me to perfect my craft and give you something hopefully you can like. So I appreciate you guys too. And of course, I shout out to Topblackmodels for having me. I appreciate the acknowledgement. It's very humbling, and shout out to you guys as well. I've been getting Marvin Gaye all my life, so I get Marvin Gaye a lot, more than anything probably. I'm trying to think of somebody that I've gotten. T.I. I've gotten T.I. before. I was like, T.I. But if I would have to pick the main that I always hear would be Marvin Gaye, Usher, Tay Diggs, and Tyson. Those would be the four, but I guess we all look alike.